Hi, I'm Daniel, and this is the final one. Well, not for you because other Spongebob video projects date this month. Anyway, I will discuss the worst episodes from these two seasons, which is actually a fitting number because there are 10 episodes I consider bad. This is just my opinion, and I have done best and worst lists through every Spongebob season, so you can watch them after if you want. 10. My two Crabses. When Crab gets out of his shell, SpongeBob thinks he died and makes a new crab with charm. So now two crabs are going on a date with Miss Puff. A generic misunderstanding plot which is just boring to watch. 9. Plankton Paranoia. Krabs becomes paranoid that Plankton will try to steal the formula, which sends him into madness. This isn't really funny, and more uncomfortable to watch Krabs shut off all he had while going insane. It doesn't even feel like a playful over-the-top insanity. The story has a plot hole, because the reason he is paranoid is because the anniversary of Plankton stealing the formula, but the episode lasts more than a day, which isn't explained. I wouldn't call it awful, but it's definitely below mediocrity. 8. Goons on the Moon. Sandy sends SpongeBob, Pearl, and random Squid Girl on the moon with her, and Squidward accidentally comes too. Also, Santa is here. This is the first time SpongeBob went to the moon, and it does nothing with the moon to differentiate it, aside from being a double length episode. Normally I like Pearl as a character, but here her whole screen time is arguing with the new character, who should have been swapped with Patrick, cause it would be a unique dynamic. I genuinely don't see the point of having a new character instead of Patrick. Squidward's parts are good, but everything else isn't, especially how the ending turns into a Christmas special out of nowhere, which I think was only there so Nickelodeon could market this. It is up there with the worst specials. 7. SpongeBob's Bad Habit. SpongeBob develops a bad habit of biting nails. That is practically it. It tries to have a twist with why he is doing it, but it doesn't change how boring and uncomfortable of a watch this is. 6. Cuddly Hugs. When eating an expired Krabby Patty, SpongeBob can say a hamster thing. That hamster thing, I don't know how to explain this. Normally, recent SpongeBob's weird ideas are a good thing, but this has crossed the line to the point it's disturbing. This feels like it was made for them top 10 most disturbing kids show episodes, and I feel it should be lower, but I simultaneously respect it for what it tried if the scary aspect were intentional. Squid's visit is still worse than having the most creepy moment, but that's just one moment while this is the whole episode. And as individual scenes, this is still an easy second. 5. Grandmom's the World. Patrick makes a deal with Krabs to pretend to have taken over the Krusty Krab for his grandmother's visit. The twists manage to be both predictable and random. The episode is very boring and the jokes here aren't funny in my opinion. Also, Plankton's grandma liking Squidward is weird. 4. SpongeBob and Random Yand. SpongeBob and Squidward have to deliver to Random Yand, which is supposed to be so random but it really isn't. It's not even the weirdest episode on this list by a lot. Remember Pete's Delivery? This is practically that episode, but without the great character moment that makes the episode. Its entire focus on the new location, which isn't memorable. The comedy is also quite lackluster too. 3. Squirrel Jelly. SpongeBob and Patrick try to have a nice time jellyfishing, but Sandy ruins it by being too aggressive. I don't like people who take the fun out of things yes aggressive. To see Sandy be that type of person is easily a worse character appearance in SpongeBob. I have trouble seeing how this will be enjoyable to see Sandy destroy Jellyfish Field, and who decided this needs to be one of those 15-minute episodes. Could easily use without the minutes. An awful episode that makes me realise that this and Pre-Hibernation Week are Sandy's most likable appearances when they're both in great seasons of SpongeBob. 2. The Nitwitting. Patrick shows SpongeBob to a group where dumb people do dumb stuff. I am not exaggerating, the episode literally says that. What even is this episode? It isn't even gross or frustrating, except for the reason that people had a problem with worry brains, but I didn't mind that. Nitwitting's major issue is being boring, with really unfunny comedy that mimics the type of modern Nickelodeon show that I am happy SpongeBob usually isn't. And now, honourable mentions are Mind the Gap, Fun Size Friends, Chatterbox Gary, and The Cam Whisperer. 1. Ink Lemonade. Squidward has ink come out of his nose when he is scared, which apparently tastes good, so Patrick keeps scaring Squidward to say it as lemonade. Wow, the original number one. Okay, I know how heavy criticized this episode is. It's one of the only discussed episodes from these seasons, and for that reason I didn't want to put this in number one, but there's no other episode potentially worse than this. Patrick is unlikable, and Squidward being punished for existing, just like the old days in other seasons. This episode is atrocious, but I think if in season 6 people will barely discuss it, that shows a positive of the two seasons here. That this is easily the worst SpongeBob SquarePants episode from seasons 11 and 12. In conclusion, on screen is my tier list for first season 11, and later it will switch to season 12. There was few bad episodes, and while my tier list for 11 looks worse, it fills in more categories like A plus and A minus. That would more accurately fit with my opinion on what's the best season. I ranked all the seasons Yes SpongeBob top 10 if you're interested. So this is it. Through 18 videos, I discussed SpongeBob a lot positively and negatively, and while I will do a conclusion video later this month. First, I'll get to a video I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I didn't want to spoil my thoughts on certain episodes, and that is the top 10 best SpongeBob songs. Look out for that video next. The end.